I started acting like it was mine, and the universe agreed. What if I told you that the key to unlocking your dreams isn't just about wishing for them, but about acting like they're already yours? I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, when I started acting like the things I wanted were already mine, the universe agreed. It wasn't enough to just dream. I needed to be the person who already had it. And guess what? The universe responded. Shift your mindset first. Everything starts with your mindset. For the longest time, I focused on all the things I didn't have. I kept thinking, what if I'm not good enough? What if I don't deserve this life? I realized something. Nothing changes until your mindset changes. So I stopped focusing on what was missing. I started focusing on how it would feel when I already had everything I wanted. Imagine waking up every day feeling abundant, fulfilled, and excited for the day ahead. How would that feel? I started feeling those emotions now, even before the reality showed up. I imagined living the life I wanted. No limits, no doubts. This shift in mindset wasn't just a thought. It became my new truth. And when I changed my thoughts, everything started to feel different. I started to think, I deserve this. I can make this happen. It's already mine. Show up like it's already yours. Here's the key. You can't wait for your desires to show up before you start acting like you've already made it. So many of us wait for the perfect time or the perfect circumstances. We think, when I get the job, when I get the money, when I get the house. But the truth is, you have to show up as the person who already has what you want. This part wasn't easy for me. It meant stepping outside of my comfort zone and acting before I had the external proof. I began making decisions from a place of abundance. I invested in myself, even when it felt risky. I took steps that scared me, but I knew they were necessary because the version of me that already had my dreams wasn't waiting. She was taking action. I started to show up every day like someone who already had the success, wealth, and lifestyle I was striving for. And slowly, things began to shift. Trust the process. Trusting the process is the hardest part for most people. The moment we start acting like our dreams are already ours, we expect instant results. But here's the truth. Trusting the process requires patience and faith. I had to learn that just because things weren't happening immediately didn't mean they weren't working. Trusting that the universe was on my side meant knowing that my actions were moving me closer to what I wanted, even if I couldn't always see it right away. I stopped stressing about when the results would come or how they would show up. Instead, I trusted that everything was unfolding exactly as it should. And I knew that if I kept showing up, things would fall into place in the most surprising ways. Let go and receive. Here's where I see most people block their own success. They try to control every little detail. I realized that if I was trying to control the timing or the how, I was actually resisting the flow of abundance that was meant for me. So I made a conscious decision to let go. After doing the work, shifting my mindset, taking bold action, and trusting the process, I surrendered to the timing of the universe. Instead of obsessing over every little detail, I let myself enjoy the journey. I stopped stressing about when or how things would happen. Instead, I focused on how I felt and continued to show up with confidence and trust. And you know what happened? Things started to flow. Opportunities started showing up. People reached out when I least expected it, and everything I had worked toward began to manifest. The universe agreed. Here's the truth. When I started acting as if everything I wanted was already mine, the universe couldn't help but reflect that energy back to me. It wasn't magic, it was alignment. When you align your actions, mindset, and energy with the life you want, the universe responds. It doesn't matter if your current situation looks far from where you want to be. The key is to start showing up as though you already have it. You can do this too. Here's the best part. You can start right now. You don't need to wait for the perfect circumstances. You can begin today by shifting your mindset, taking bold action, trusting the process, and letting go. The universe is always listening to your energy and your intentions. The moment you act as though your dreams are already yours, that's when the universe starts to shift with you. It's not about waiting for things to change. It's about changing yourself first. When you embody the energy of your desires, everything will start to line up. So, ask yourself, how can you start acting like your dreams are already yours today? The universe is ready to meet you halfway. Are you ready to take the first step? Because when you do, it's only a matter of time before the universe agrees.